Kia ora everyone, and welcome to day 3 of the Youth Week of Prayer. I really hope you've had the chance to watch the last few video messages that I've left on the Facebook page, and also downloaded the readings and kept up to speed with each of them throughout this week as well. Today we're looking at the story of Deborah, who is a courageous leader back in Old Testament times, and you can find the story in Judges chapter 4 and chapter 5. The reading today is given to us by Dr. Ella Simmons, who expands on the story and really highlights the fact that Deborah was a very courageous woman and a real warrior for the Lord. I think it's great becoming familiar with stories like this about Deborah and other courageous women in the Bible, because it really gives us a sense that although back in biblical times it was a very male-dominated society, but know that God had a special place for women all the way through the ages. We can see that with Deborah. She had an integral part of Israel's history, and to lead them through this difficult part that they were heading through. I know at times the discussion is brought up about leadership and who should be in leadership, and it's great to see that God shows no bias when it comes to this. Both men and women have unique characteristics to lead God's people to a closer relationship with Him, and we can see that through Deborah's story. And this is no different from today. Although in years gone by it may have been seen that men are the ones that should be taking these responsibilities in leadership, but it's very clear that God has a special plan for both men and women in leadership in His church, and that doesn't need to change right now. It is so important that young women today can stand up and have a voice for God, because that voice needs to be heard by so many other young people around the world. But not only young people, older people need to hear this message as well. God has a special plan for young people in the last days, and there is no different for our young ladies. So if you are a young lady and you are hearing this, I want to encourage you to know that God's got a special plan for you, and that if you've been looked down upon in regards to leadership before, that you can take courage and be strengthened by the message that today's reading was sharing. I invite you to read through the story of Deborah and see how God used her in a mighty way, and that is how He wishes to use each and every one of us. So God bless you today, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 4 of the Youth Week of Prayer.